Okay, I have to kind of go fast with this one because Freckle.com is a very great tool, but it's got a lot of stuff on it. So I'm gonna kind of cut it short, keep it to the basics. You can pause the video now and kind of look around and see what you've got on here. But obviously you can see math, ELA, social studies, and sciences. If I'm talking to teachers about this, those are the ones that I'm going to go to, those core four classes right there. You've got activity feed, assignments, roster, and school. I obviously don't have a roster set up yet, but as you're setting up math, if you hit that explore, I'm not going to get into it because like I said, there's a lot on there. You can basically pick your standards. So the math standards that you would like, you just go in there and type them in there. They're Common Core standards, and you find them and you just apply them to your assignments. So that's pretty cool. You don't have to make the problems on your own. But the best part about this is that the questions actually evolve to the student. It'll differentiate for you basically because if the student gets the questions right, they'll give them harder questions. If the students get them wrong, it'll give them easier questions, and it'll kind of find your student, meet them where they're at, and then take them from there. So it's pretty interesting stuff. I would like to say, as you are creating your math or your ELA or your social studies or your science content, this kind of goes with the standard, ITSE standard 4A that says it leads teams to collaboratively establish a robust infrastructure and systems needed to implement the strategic plan. So the collaboration needs to happen between your team and kind of to come up with the best overall standards to kind of work on here. So I'm going to just show you here what the students see because it allows you to do that. So when I'm a student on here, this is what I'll see. Let's get started. I have a math one and an ELA one set up, but the math one's the one I'll start with. Let's just go to linear expressions. You get coins. I'm not going to talk too much about the coins, but that's one of the ways that students kind of get involved. They like to get those coins and they can use them for other things. Basically what we have here is we have a question, we have scratch paper over here. So you can use the scratch paper, you can write on it, you can actually take numbers and put them on there if you don't want to use like write with your mouse or something like that. You can highlight or underline important phrases over here for the question, and then when you're done, your answer just goes down on the bottom there. Again, once you get that right, it'll give you a more difficult question. If you get it wrong, it'll give you a less difficult question and kind of meet you where you're at. I plan on using this, or it would be useful for those teachers that are teaching away from school right now. So online learning is what you have to do now. So you can't always meet a student where they're at, but this really makes that easier for you to know where that child is at. And you can kind of look at their results and stuff on that teacher page and figure out what they got right and what they got wrong. So that was kind of my purpose and also my reasoning for selecting it. My intended audience is obviously going to be for students, the ones that are using it, and then also for other teachers that need like that extra thing for at-home learning. I already gave you one ITSE standard, but the other one that I did kind of mention or did kind of think about was ITSE Standard 2A, which engages student stakeholders in developing and adopting a shared vision for using technology to improve student success informed by the learning sciences. And I think one of those big learning sciences is the way that the questions evolve with the student. So that's basically it. Once they're done with this, they would check it out and you would grade it up.